My name is Matthew Hunter. I'm the founder and lead instructor of Legacy Wilderness Academy, which is a business I created to teach people self-sufficiency skills, so wilderness survival skills, bushcraft, which is a term we use that refers to crafting things out of natural materials and just general wilderness living. And then I also teach people about wild, edible, and medicinal plants. It's a huge passion of mine. I've been doing that for about 8 years, and so I've traveled all around the U.S., picking plants, identifying them in my field book, and then taking them home and cooking them up. And so it's a huge passion. And the reason I decided to teach an online course, Fundamentals of Wilderness Survival, I think first we really have to define survival even to understand why. And that's, a lot of times when people think of survival, they're thinking like the end of the world, apocalypse, like an episode of The Walking Dead or something. But the survival that I'm talking about is, the unexpected wilderness emergencies, the realistic, possibility that you could somehow become trapped out in the wilderness away from medical attention or from help, which is a common occurrence. And so that's one of the, my big passions of just traveling in the outdoors, learning how to subsist in the outdoors comfortably, okay, not eating bugs and drinking your own pee, but, actually enjoying the wilderness and, not suffering when we want to go out and stay, and just, the absolute feeling of freedom you get when you have the ability to go out into the woods with just a backpack and stay out there for 2 weeks and actually enjoy yourself and, just get to explore the mystery of God's creation. And there's always something new to see, it never gets old. And so I just want to bring that love of the outdoors to people. And then, the aspect of self-sufficiency, right? And just being able to do things yourself. Okay. So like I grew up without a dad. And so a lot of the things that a boy typically learns growing up, that a lot of people think is like common sense, like how to work on a car or, how to grill a burger. I never learned, and so for me, going into the outdoors and learning these skills was, a way that, it's one of the ways practically that I became a man, essentially, was getting out and learning how to do things myself, how to take care of myself, and just the satisfaction you get, at the end of the day. And then, from there it evolved into like, well, how can I glorify God with this? What can I, how should I view nature and the wilderness in light of what the Bible says? And so that's, some of the things we'll be learning in the course.